Hello everyone and welcome to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I am your host, abver09, and today some contestants will leave here with top prizes, either losing a lot of money or winning them. It will all depend if the contestants are smart or not. But we'll have our first contestant to come up on the show. It's Hydra.
Hey, what's up?
Nothing much. Alright, let's go on to the hot seat.
Alright, yes, the hot seat.
Alright, this is our first contestant of the show. It is Hydra. Just introduce yourself to this wonderful audience. And then...
Sorry. Yeah, my name is Hydra. I'm just, I do a lot of voice acting. I do a lot of stuff. It's, it's fun to be here. It's fun to be here. Do some trivia questions. It's always some fun.
Yeah. Anyways, so you've got 50 questions, the 3 life points that separate you from $1 million. As usual, if you get stuck, you always have the option to walk away with the amount of money that you earned up until the point. So, I think you're ready now?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Now let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Alright, here's the first question. It is worth 100. In what year did Judith Keppel win £1 million on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? 1998, 1999, 2000, 2001.
Well, let me think about this. Okay, so I know what this one is. My grandmother called me, called my family about her friend being on an episode of the show, but she wasn't actually in competing. She was in the audience, and it just so happened that that episode aired, the one that her friend was on was the episode that Judith Keppel was on. And my family tuned in and they all watched it. They got crazy about it. That was crazy. And that was a huge story within the family. So if I remember correctly, it was in the year 2000. I would say C, 2000.
That is correct. Well done. You have 100.
Nice.
Here's the next question. It's worth 200. What name was attached to Germany's World War II submarines? S-boats, T-boats, U-boats, V-boats.
Oh yeah, this is easy. U-boats. They're called underwater boats. U-boats. C.
Yes, it is right. Stu got 200. Moving on to the $300 question. In what province or territory will you find Canada's tallest mountain? Yukon, British Columbia, Northwest Territories, Alberta.
The funny thing about this is that I am Canadian. We do have to learn this in geography, early geography. And we learned that the longest mountain range, which is the Rocky Mountains, is in British Columbia, but the tallest mountain is in Yukon, if I remember correctly. So I'm gonna go A, Yukon.
That is correct. You got it. You got 300.
Nice.
Moving on to the $500 question, 2 away from 1,000. What is the oldest university in the U.S.? College of William and Mary, Harvard, Yale University, St. John's College.
I think it sucks as I'm not from the U.S., but I'm gonna say I definitely don't think it's going to be William and Mary or St. John's, because I was thinking it might be one of the bigger name ones, and because the U.S. takes off stuff from the British, I would say that it's most likely between Yale and Harvard, but in history-wise, law was very big in the U.S. in the beginning, and Harvard is a law school, so I'm going to say that it's B, Harvard.
Yes, it is Harvard for 500.
I was right. I knew it.
This is the last point where you can go with absolutely nothing. Make sure that you don't do that. Have a look at this. It is worth 1,000. What is the middle color of a rainbow? Red, yellow, orange, green.
Oh, right, Roy G. Biv. I just said it in the name. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Yeah, it's D, green.
You got it for $1,000.
Yeah. Roy G. Biv.
Alright. Questions, unfortunately, will start to get difficult there. But have no fear, as this next question will bring up to 2,000. However, if you get it wrong, you'll lose nothing. Have a look at this. The Banff Airport is located in which country? United States, Canada, Mexico, Germany.
It's really funny because we were literally just talking about a Canadian question a while ago. And this is the Banff Airport, which I've been to before. It's a great airport. But yeah, it's in Canada.
Yeah. Right answer. You got 2,000.
Yeah.
All
I mean, Alberta's not a bad place.
This next question is worth $4,000. However, do keep in mind that if you get this wrong, you will drop $1,000.
Alright.
So here we go. On which planet did the spacecraft Venus 8 land in 1972? Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter.
Gut instinct obviously leads me to say that it's Venus because of the fact that it's called the Venus 8. But sometimes they just do that stuff to take pictures. But it's definitely not Mercury, and it's definitely not Jupiter. Because Jupiter is too big, it would crush the stuff, and Mercury's way too hot. And we already have the Mars rovers, so there's no reason why it would be called the Venus 8. So I'm gonna say B, Venus.
Final answer.
Yeah.
You had $2,000. But $2,000 is no better than 4,000. It's the right answer. And yeah, this next question is for $8,000. Have a look. Which person was the first ever to return from space? Alan Shepard, Virgil Grissom, German Titov, Yuri Gagarin.
You know what? For this one, I would like to use a lifeline.
Alright, so you got 50-50, phone friend, and ask the audience.
Alright, I'd like to use 50-50.
Okay then, computer, please take away 2 random wrong answers. Please leave behind one with 1 correct answer and the 1 remaining wrong answer. C and D are options. A and B are out.
Alright, yeah, so that did confirm my suspicion, because I knew the first ones were Russian, so it definitely wasn't Alan Shepard, because that's an American name. But now it's against German Titov and Yuri Gagarin. So, and they're both very Russian names. But I'm gonna say because of the spacewalk, it's Yuri Gagarin.
Final answer.
Yes.
Well, you went for it. And you now have $8,000. This
more to go, you know.
2 more to go from the guaranteed 32,000. Have a look. What is the Roman name of the Greek god Pan, Juno, Neptune, Faunus, Pluto?
Damn. I'm I'm so much more used to Greek gods than Romans. I haven't looked into the Romans yet. I want to. God. Can I use another lifeline?
Okay, you have Ask the Audience and Phone a Friend.
I like to use Ask the Audience.
Alright then, audience, on your keypads please, what is the Roman name of the Greek god Pan? Is it A. Juno, B. Neptune, C. Faunus, or D. Pluto? A, B, C, or D, all vote now. Oh boy. Well, the results are very split, and unfortunately, the audience is not very good at this because it's B and C 50-50.
So they're basically giving me a 50-50 chance.
Yeah.
You know what? I might as well go with just the 50-50 chance and just go with like my gut. I'm gonna say B, Neptune.
Final answer.
Yeah, it's a 50-50 chance, you know?
Well, we decided to go for B on the question, what is the Roman name of the Greek god Pan? Said B. You had $8,000. I don't know how to say it there. You just lost 7,000. The right answer was C. Oh.
I knew it must have been fun. I was just thinking of plants, man. I thought I was thinking of plants, man. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, that is a huge drop. However, you still go away with $1,000. Still better than nothing, but it's not really much reconciliation for you.
I mean, 1,000 is quite a bit. I could probably build like a big PC with that, you know.
Yeah,
do something with it.
But yeah, it was really fun having you on this one. However, it has to end on the $16,000 question.
Yeah, that sucks.
Anyways, yeah.
Thank you for having me, man.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Well, Hydra didn't make it to the $32,000 milestone, but he still gets away with $1,000. But anyways, here is another contestant on this show that will try to win the million. It's Red Circle. Come on down.
Hey! I'm Red Circle. I'm gonna win a bunch of money.
Alright, let's go on to that, C-boy. Well, Red Circle, our second contestant of this first episode of our pilot of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, introduce yourselves to this lovely audience.
Hey, I'm Red Circle. I'm red, and I'm a circle, and I'm gonna make $1 million.
Okay. So, anyways, what would you do, before we get into the rules, what would you do with $1 million if you won it right now?
Let's see. I'd open up a chain of restaurants in the South Illinois area, and eventually, it would be the largest restaurant company in the world.
Okay, well, that would be a good thing to do. Anyways, you're just 15 questions away from the million. You got yourself 3 lifelines, 50-50, phone a friend, and ask the audience. So anyways, are you ready to play?
Yeah.
Right, then let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Alright, here we go. First question, it is worth 100. In the native phonetic alphabet, what is the word for the letter E? Ear, echo, eel, English.
So my uncle Tony, he was an expert on this stuff, so I know. The answer's Echo. B,
Yeah.
final answer.
That is an easy one. You got 100.
Yeah.
Moving on to the $200 question. What does the Bark scale measure? Loudness of sounds, electric current, water level, voltage.
Let's see, bark scale, bark. So, like a dog, eh? Dog makes a sound, the bark is a sound. So I'd say A, loudness of sound.
Yes, that is loudness of sound, and you got yourself 200.
Hey, nice. $200. Almost there, eh?
Moving on to the $300 question. What is tattooed on Popeye's arm? A ship, a sail, an ocean, an anchor.
Let's see here. So, if I'm remembering correctly, yeah. It has to be an anchor, D. Finally.
Yes, it is D, and you got yourself $300.
Hey, 300.
Just
Like
two.
the movie.
Just two more questions from the guaranteed thousand. What is a former name of Istanbul? Bombay, Saigon, Canton, Constantinople.
Alright, so let's see here. I know it's not Saigon. I know it's not Bombay, because those are both in somewhere in South Asia. And let's see, Canton. Never heard of that, but I did hear of Constantinople. So I'm gonna go with the Constantinople, my final answer.
You got yourself $500.
$500. That's what I like to hear.
This is the last point where it can go with absolutely nothing. Let's hope that you won't do that. Have a look at this. It is for a guaranteed thousand. What was President Teddy Roosevelt's real first name? Thomas, Tobias, Theodore, Titus.
Well, I know Titus was some Greek guy. Tobias, I don't know who he is. He's not Roosevelt. So I'd say between A and C, I'm gonna have to pick C. Final answer.
Well, this is the last point where it can go with nothing. And you didn't. You now have $1,000. Alright. Well, now you've got yourself $1,000. Even if you break the check in front of me, it is still your safety net. Have a look at this.
Alright,
You got nothing to lose on this question number 6 worth 2,000. Instead of bombs, what did the Royal Air Force drop on Germany in early World War II? Propaganda leaflets, soldiers, tanks, cars.
Well, they certainly didn't drop tanks as cars. And soldiers is too much of an obvious answer. So I'm gonna go with A, final answer. Propaganda leaflets.
My answer got 2,000 bucks.
2,000 buckaroo. Hey, getting there.
Next question is for $4,000. Who George Washington appointed as vice president? John Adams, Aaron Burr, George Clinton, Mark Van Buren.
Ooh, this is a tough one. I'm not full familiar with this U.S. history. All I know is that musical, and if I can remember, the only people I remember from that musical were A, John Adams, and B, Aaron Burr. So I'd have to see. Now, what I remember from that is B, Aaron Burr. Nobody liked him. So I'd say it must have been John Adams. Hey, final answer.
Well, you had $2,000. You now double it to $4,000.
Hey, now that's what I'm talking about.
This next question, it is for $8,000. It will bring you halfway through the game. Remember, the drops will start to get steeper. Get it wrong and it will drop $3,000.
Alright.
Here it goes. Next question. It is for $8,000. What is the capital of Ukraine? Lviv, Kiev, Kharkov, Odessa.
What the heck is the Ukraine? Oh, jeez, I'm gonna have to use one of my lifelines for this.
You got 50-50, phone a friend, or ask the audience.
Yeah, I'll use 50-50.
Okay then, computer, please take away 2 right and wrong answers. Please leave a square circle with 1 correct answer and the 1 remaining wrong answer.
Oh, well, 50 doesn't really make it any better, but, so, I can't even pronounce A, so I'm gonna go with B, Kiev, final answer.
This was the question to bring you past the halfway mark, and it did. You now have $8,000.
Hey!
Now, this is the next question. We're now moving into 5 numbers. We're moving on to the $16,000 question. Get this next question wrong and you'll drop $7,000.
Alright.
Have a look. Which is the smallest planet in our solar system? Venus, Uranus, Earth, Mercury.
Let's see. I gotta remember back to school. So, Pluto ain't a planet anymore. Yeah. No, it's not Uranus, because that would be too funny. It's not Earth. Venus is supposed to be huge, if I remember. So it's gotta be Mercury.
Final answer?
Final answer, D, Mercury.
Alright, hang on. Let me just compose myself for B. Okay. So, you wanted to beat the Hydra who left on the $8,000 question.
Yeah.
Well, guess what you did at 16 grand.
You can buy a lot of spaghetti with that.
Right, yeah. And Mercury, I believe, is also the closest to the Sun. I believe Mercury is the closest one to the Sun.
Yeah,
Well,
that sounds right.
Well, anyways, you now have $16,000. This next question will bring you up to a guaranteed $32,000. However, if you miss the question, you will drop $15,000 and you will be down to just $1,000.
Ooh.
Just think carefully. Here we go. What is Kahlua flavored with? A. Tea, B. Coffee, C. Soda, or D. Water?
Kahlua? What is that? It's nothing my mama ever made me. Let's see. I'm gonna have to use one of my lifelines for this one.
And what lifeline? You have Ask the Audience and Phone Friend available.
I'll go with Ask the Audience.
Okay, then audience, on your keypads now, here's the question. What is Kahlua flavored with? Is it A. Tea, B. Coffee, C. Soda, or D. Water? A, B, C, or D? All vote now. 64% say that it is coffee, and 36% say it's tea.
Alright. So,
Time to go with the audience.
yeah, it sounds about right. You know, coffee, Kahlua, sounds similar, eh?
Yeah, final answer?
Final answer, the coffee.
This question will bring you up to $32,000.
Hey!
No, I don't mean that. I don't mean that you want it, but I'm just saying.
Oh,
It is not D, and it's not C. That's what the audience said. So that's a good choice by them. And 64% of this audience are correct. You just won $32,000. Well, here we go. This next question is for $64,000. You got nothing to lose by playing this question. Here we go. Long Island Sound separates Long Island from which state? New York, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, New Jersey.
oh boy. I'm gonna have to use my last lifeline for a friend.
Okay then, who would you like to phone?
Let's see, Luigi, eh?
Yeah. Alright, let's get Luigi on the line. Hello? Yes, hello, this is abver from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Your friend Red Circle needs help on the $64,000 question. Oh boy. Yeah, I know, it's a huge amount. Anyways, the following was here's Red Circles. Red Circle, you have 30 seconds on the clock. That starts now.
Hey, Luigi, Long
Hey.
Island Sound separates Long Island from which state? A, New York, B, Connecticut, C, Pennsylvania, and D, New Jersey.
Oh, I have absolutely no idea this.
Oh, well,
I've got a very small percentage of me saying A, but I don't think it's the right answer.
alright. Well, call me after the show, huh?
Yeah, do that.
Alright, I'll see you later, Luigi.
Well, your friend didn't help much.
Yeah. Oh, I should have got you, Bonnie. Well, let's see, I'm gonna have to walk away.
Final decision?
Yeah, my final decision.
Well, give a round of applause to Red Circle. He's walking away with $32,000.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, if you had to guess, what would have been your guess?
Let's see, well, Luigi said A, so I'll go with that.
Had you picked A, you would have stayed with 32,000. It was the right choice for you to walk away because the right answer was B, Connecticut.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
And well, good luck on building the restaurant chain because, well, even though you don't have $1 million, you still have $32,000 to open, like what,
Yeah.
5 or 6 restaurant chains in Southern Illinois. Said.
I can work with that.
Alright, yeah. Anyways, yeah. It's about time that we part ways on this
Yeah.
run.
Well, it's been fun. Arrivederci, everyone.
And that hooter means that we have run out of time on this episode. It's been a real fun first episode of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, hosted by yours truly, abver09. I hope you all enjoyed it as I did. Thank you all so much. If you want, I can continue making this as part of a series. But until then, see you all, and stay awesome, guys.